grinding and mountain biking too. This is the P-Town Weekend, the Weekend Review.
Alright, so welcome to this week's Weekend Review. This week we had a busy week going on. Monday, one of the last days before my summer break was officially over, so headed down to Bald Eagle State Forest for a day trip down there for a final cruise. Tuesday, we had the usual Slocum ride where it actually didn't rain on us, a tad warm, but we could deal with that. And Wednesday was a dreaded day of back to work. So I didn't get any riding in that day due to having to work in the day, and then we had a open house thing at the school at night, so I didn't get out for anything then. Thursday had a good commute in. Friday we had the P-Town ride, and it was the first official ride where the lights were 100% needed, which is a sign of the end of summer as well. Saturday spent the day doing some odds and ends, and then Sunday got out on an e-gravel adventure, which was Kyle and Meghan's lake to lake ride. So here's some videos from those guys.
Bald Eagle, gravel for days.
So for this ride we had myself, Ken, and Boone joined us. He wanted to get down to Bald Eagle at least once before the summer, so he came down for some torture with us. So started off standard practice, heading right up Mile Run Road, getting the big climb of the day out of the way. Or was it? So we did have two good climbs north of 80 on this route. We did the standard mile run as stated at the start, but then we also went all the way over the other side and came back up Walters Road, which is a doozy of a climb. After that, made it back to the car for a pit stop, and we did convince Joseph to continue riding, and we did a loop on the south side of 80 as well.
First climb, and then I had the second climb, and the third climb. Somewhere between the 8th and 9th climb, I was done. The 10th climb, I was cursing your name. The 12th one is your name. I don't know what your name even is. Somewhere on the 15th climb, I was pretty much toasted. I was going backwards at one point.
So is there anything you'd like to say to Walter about his road?
Walter? You need some bulldozers up here.
But we had this beautiful screaming descent in front of us.
It's an uphill.
It's an uphill.
Top to top.
Mm-hmm.
So I got back over that top to the car.
Gary said category 3 that was, huh?
That was a Cat 3 climb. Not many of them around here.
As in out of 2?
So waiting at the intersection for Joseph. just heard him scream, "Come on!" Because there's a little bit of a climb to get up to the intersection here after a good downhill, but there was a climb to get up to this point that I told him was a good sizable wall, and it will hurt him, but I forgot that it was actually a bit longer than I had remembered. He's probably in a bit of pain right now. We're at like mile 37, already over 4,000 feet of climbing on the day, but this is his penance for skipping out on the Redneck Rubaics.
What are you doing? Your day off? Go get the car. That was definitely not worth it.
Huh?
That was not worth it.
What? That downhill?
No. The whole trip.
Gary, what's your favorite downhill?
I don't know.
Like that techie one with the turn?
Yeah, I guess that's got to be it.
You ride that good. I like this one.
I was gonna say that one. Close tie.
That was the
That one's got
smoothest
some
one so
tech
far.
to it too. There's some turns or two in there where you gotta. Yeah, I like that top of the mountain downhill one.
So good day on the bikes down there as usual. Very warm, very dusty. Boone said that was his one and done Baldy ride. We'll see about that. So next up was Slocum. We had Stein, Kevin, Ed, and one of my friends from college, John, and his buddy from work met us there. So I don't have too much video from that ride. It was another very hot and humid day, so we just did one lap around the park. We had just about 4 miles in, and then haven't seen John in over 10 years, I think. So we decided to call it quits after one lap and went to Duggans just to have some food and drinks and be able to talk a little bit more. Friday had a good crew. We had Kim, Nick, Murphy, Ken making his mountain biking debut, Larry, and myself. Here's Ken cranking up the hill on crack. He was glad to be back on the mountain bike after getting the approval from the doc. Temperature wasn't too bad tonight, so we had a relaxing ride and sessioned some of the tougher spots on the trail. before we made it to the top, the lights had to come out. So good Friday night ride there. Everybody getting ready for Tour de Taco next weekend. Next ride on the agenda was Sunday. Put in another good day. Due to it being the holiday weekend, we had Labor Day off. So Megan and Kyle hosted a ride out at the lake at their family's dock. So we started from there. Did a good gravel ride. Lake to lake was the theme. Leaving from Harvey's Lake, going over to Moon, and then back to Harvey's, where we relaxed in the dark, swam, jet skied, had some pizza. Great time. So here's some videos from that. So we headed out on Lakeside Drive and found some gravel pretty quickly. So on the ride we had Kyle, Megan, Larry, Leah, Stein, Betty, and myself. So after bombing Swamp Road and then the brutal climb up Roaring Brook, we had a nice technical descent that took us into Moon Lake Park. Tragedy struck in Moon Lake going up the farm road section of Big Blue. Betty lost her derailleur hanger, so we had to make some adjustments, pick her a gear, and we made her a single speed for the rest of the ride. She handled it like a champ. And as we were regrouping on Padlock Road, we heard a roar of motorcycles for at least 5 minutes. So finally had to drive down, and it was the Valley with the Hearts ride. And then after the flat grind around the lake, made it back to the dock where we enjoyed swimming and jet skiing and then some grotto pizza and wings. enjoyed that ride and the after ride session thoroughly. But sadly, had to close out early and head to the previous mentioned Valley with the Heart where we were playing that night. So that's it for this week. Had a lot of different riders out on the rides. Good weather, not too much rain this week, so that was good. Some things to look forward to for this upcoming week. We have the Peak Town Tour de Taco ride on Friday. And then on Saturday, there's some mentions of a mystery Murphy adventure ride that's being planned out. So you can look forward to that. Have a good week.
This is the P-Town Weekend, the Weekend Review.